delay. I mean, you have to change this culture of taking too much time in a way. There are people who are still coming, but this is not a good culture. So we have to make sure that we use properly. Our culture have to change. I mean, the culture of losing time. That is why I want to start now. Okay, while we are starting, my name is Dr. Emmanuel Mushimimana. I work for SIAS, Socio-Economic Institute for Advanced Studies. Yeah, and this is an institute which started 2 years ago. We are still a young institute, but we do workshops, round the table, and we do also what we call research. Yeah. We publish research. Here we have some kind of research that we publish. Especially we have Africa Development Lab, which we tackle the issues of development of Africa. But we also do a project for a social profit project. We finance people which have or who have a cooperative, for instance, or having a group of business persons. We give them 1.5 million so that they start their businesses. Yeah. It is crucial that they can start their businesses. Whenever, so far we have 3 projects. One project in Musanze for Irish potatoes, and one in East, where we have a project of reselling the harvest, like maize, avocados, and there are like families that have cooperative called the Tonje Musabugo. So we helped them so far, and they started to do their businesses. So I think that is what we do. So I think when we talk about SIAS, we understand 3 things. We understand project, social for profit project. We understand research. We do research aiming at development. Yeah, and we do also kind of workshops and roundtables. Soon we are going to start another research of NEET. NEET is not employed, not in education, and not employed, not in training. So we have received NEET means not employed, not educated, and not in training. So there are some young people, for instance, who are graduates. Ugasanga nta kazi afite, ugasanga nta mashuri arimo yiga, ugasanga nta n'amahugurwa arimo. Just yibereyeho. We call them NEET. This is the first research we are going to do in Rwanda. We are starting this research. Next week we will train the enumerators. Those who want to do field work, field research, you will leave the names. We need like 50 researchers, so we will prioritize you. Okay? We will provide some little salary and transport. So, we'll give you a short interview next week. Training. Yeah. So that is what we do. We do research. We have cooperation with different NGOs, like LAPEL, for instance, from DJ Brian. Yeah? Sylvia is a representative of LAPEL. Yeah, and we have different NGOs with other organizations. And for instance, Koporwa, and whose representative is here also. So we are happy to be with you today and for this important workshop on youth economy. Today it is amazing. Most of you are youth already. I don't know, many people was not maybe interested to join youth activities of today. But I'm glad most of you are youth, are young people, which is interesting, yeah. So, SIAS is founded by Dr. Bheji. Is coming from Bahrain, actually. Now he's not around. He will be here soon, but not today. So, but he's the one who founded it, Dr. Mohammed Bouhedi. Yeah. So he founded this 2 years ago. Yeah. But as you can see, soon we will be a very strong institution. We hope so. We are now in network with other institutions that are stronger so that we learn from them. For instance, EFDP, for instance. Someone from EFDP, he told me when we come. Okay, thank you. And we are trying to learn from them. And also, probably we will have memories soon with them in other institutions also. So, I'm going to introduce the course, but before I introduce the course, I would like you to introduce also yourselves. And we start by our lady here, this way. You introduce by yourself, your name, and especially maybe whether you are coming as private or then you.
I'm student in University of Rwanda, living in the campus. I finished year 2 in applied mathematics.
Applied mathematics. Okay. In KIST or?
In KIST.
Oh, KIST, okay. You are okay. The name again is?
What?
The name again? Datif, yes. Yes.
Thank you. I'm a student at URI in campus. I'm pursuing my studies in civil engineering, optional resources, and also I'm a member of a certain organization at our campus, URI Young Water Profession.
Yes, with Sandra and others, yeah. The name again is?
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm by the names of Jishime Mills. I'm a student of year 2, water resource engineering. I'm also a member of Young Water Profession.
Yes, you are welcome.
Thank you so much. Good morning. My name is Ismail Haruna. This doctor my lectures of some studentships.
Yeah.
And I finished civil engineering. Here I'm presented the URL.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I think we need also to sign an MOU with you guys, so that if you can start a project, you can try to small project, of course, to start with.
Thank you. My name is Amiza Kundefuna, and I am representing Kopo.
Yeah, it's representing Kopo. Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Olivier. I'm done with a bachelor's degree, got in Aoka, Government University. You said about mates, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Tony. I'm a student of Luana from Transportation Engineering. I'm from Bulgaria, Banda A2.
Yeah.
I'm a state student in master's in business administration.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So, go ahead.
Thank you so much. My name is Izera Onset Issa. I am also alumni of University of Rwanda, but also admin and project coordinator here at SIAS. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. So we are going to start with Isa. Come.
Thank you so much. I hope that I've introduced myself well. And for those who have not come here for the first time, it's not the first time that we're going to be together. So I'm grateful that most of us here are counted among you, and that's why we're going to see about youth trends. My presentation will be focusing on youth trends, about the contemporary world, and about some more perspective of youth in the current world. So here is the introduction. When they say youth, one may easily grasp the concept of a person who is not married. That's how our brain is trained to believe. When they tell you youth, you think about people who are not married. But the word youth is not based on marital status. It's based on age. So here we're also, in this introduction, as we're going to focus on the trends, the understanding youth trends is crucial as they shape the future of society and influence various industries. From technology to fashion, today's young generation are digital natives, constantly connected and influenced by the rapidly evolving digital landscape. By keeping abreast of these trends, we can better engage with and support the younger population. This introduction is mostly focused on the importance, the merits of diving deep into what you can get from knowing the trends of the youth. Who are youth? By introducing, I said about the criterions that are abided by one while they are counting one as youth. So there is no universally agreed international definition of the youth age group. For statistical purposes, however, the United Nations defines youth as those persons between the ages of 15 and 24 years without prejudice to any other definitions made by members of states. By concentrating on this, we can easily understand that even though UN has stated the criterion on which can be abided by while counting or considering one as a youth, it didn't ignore the other criterions that have been established by other nations, which means that according to when you may be counted in youth, when you were not counted in youth according to other society values, other rules established by some communities. This is what this slide is all about. But here you can see some examples within this table. There's entities, there's organs are also of the UN, United Nations, You can see, for example, at UNICEF, from 10 years to 19, one is counted as adolescent. From 10 to 24 is counted as young people, and youth is from 25 up to 24. There is also UNICEF, the Convention of Rights of the Child. Child is under 18. The African Youth Charter is from 15 to 39, which means that even when you have 35 years, here you are counted as among youth. So this table shows how youth is counted differently based on the established criteria. So one of the things on which youth is known in the contemporary world, in the words that we see now, is digital natives. So we sometimes in Kinyarwanda we call us our don't go. Why? Because our thinkings, our mentality are connected to the digital things. We are far away from some analog things. That's why I've started with this verse. Young people today are true digital natives, growing up with smartphones and the internet. They spend a significant amount of their time online with shapes their communication and social interactions. The pervasive of the technology affects their daily lives in profound ways. So, I think here you can easily understand what the youth is mostly busy with and the impact on that business can have on daily lives. So these digital nativeness, they are influencing youth negatively or positively. It's something we can use with using of social medias and other handles are having a big impact on the youth. Constant connectivity. Youth are always connected using devices for communication, entertainment, and learning. Here's the things on which youth are spending most of time doing on that connectivity. We all know that most of the influencers, most of content creators are youth. It will be difficult to see an old-aged person who is among the content creators on social media, the comedians. So if you check well, you find out that youth are mostly affiliated in that industry. Tech service skills. So when they say about tech service skills, the skills of using like IT items and digital electronic items. A young person will be able to create an antivirus, to make some softwares, which are also enhancing the level of the technology in the current world. If they say youth of nowadays, it appears to our mind the world of the digital world. Youth are open to the digital world than the old-aged generation. Influence on the culture. Digital trends among youth quickly became mainstream, influencing broader societal norms and behaviors. On this point is insisting that being digital natives of the youth, they have impact on culture that the youth are, those people are located. For example, if the youth see some slangs on social media, you will end up finding out that the culture, the language of the people is being changed gradually, even gradually. For example, the national organ of language is using some Rwandan televisions and other national broadcasting organs to correct in Rwanda. What do you think has influenced to ruin our mother language? Is it not we speak it? Yeah, we speak it every time, but Rwanda is being ruined. It is on the verge of extinction. It was counted by UNESCO among the languages that are on the verge of extinction. Why? Because these social medias are having influences on ruining or changing the originality, the real form of our mother tongue. That's what they think influence on the culture. Being digital, being more affiliated and being more interested in digital things are harming our culture. Even the conducts are being different. For example, a person who attended the wedding in the 90s, if he attends the wedding now, it would be a huge difference. For example, whether they used to give a sorghum wine, I don't know how to call it, but a sorghum juice, they'll be giving Fanta. Fanta is used because it is used in the manufacturers, it is totally different. So the culture is being changed through the being open to the digital world. Social media platforms. So in this contemporary world, I will not stay longer for this. We can easily see that a youth of this contemporary time who is not using the social medias is counted up as a person who is still living in analog world. Let me call it analog world. They call him has been abandoned by history. So using mass usage of social media is one of the indications of the youth that's training. So platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat dominate the social media landscape for youth. These platforms are not just for communication, but also trendsetters in fashion, music, and lifestyle. So see, those social medias are also having a big influence in our daily lives. Even though the youth is mostly engaged in it, but the whole community is being influenced by this usage. Visual content, influencer culture is also having an impact on us. If you see our way of dressing, it is totally different from the way of the dressing, way of eating, way of talking has totally changed. Because of what? Because of social media. For example, if a person is to visit you, if I was to visit you, and I mean in the past generations, I could come and visit you. But now, since WhatsApp is there, I send you a picture, and my nostalgia for you has vanished because I have seen your picture. This has not totally vanished, as you can be in touch physically, but it has somehow decreased. That's how the social medias and those trends, youth trends, are changing our community gradually. Influencers and content creators. I've said this before that contemporary youth are the people who are mostly engaged in creating contents about some fields, even in the politics, even in the showbiz, even in healthcare. They are the first person who are taking big actions to do something. If you follow maybe some of you there are ex-users. There was a person, he uses Twitter. He uses Twitter so much. When His Excellency was at Gichumbi, that person stood up and was about to ask to pose the question to His Excellency. And His Excellency asked him, he introduced himself to His Excellency. My name is Jiuka Rachar. The president told him, yeah, I know you, I follow you on Twitter. He was shocked. So he asked him, the profile picture that you have is not yours. And he said, true. The profile picture he uses is not his. And he was surprised. When the people there were also surprised. And when he came back to the Twitter, he said, oh, I'm very grateful, thank you, His Excellency, because that person is influencing. Even His Excellency sees what he tweets and what he says. So, which means that his content is known by even our president. and that person is you. He's still a student at University of Rwanda, maybe KIST or here at Gikono. Mental health awareness. There is a growing awareness and prioritization of mental health among youth. Young people are increasingly open about their mental health struggles and seek support. This trend is helping to destigmatize mental health issues and promote well-being. So I think even though the social medias are playing a very crucial role in building the society and even bringing some advantages to make the society a better place to live in, but we can also ignore that they are also destroying the society, especially the youth. I hope that we all agree on this. Yeah. There are merits and demerits in terms of this. So there is a sickness which is called cyber dependence. I don't know how it's cyber dependence, or when a person, for the people who are addicted to using their social medias, the big number is of the people who is the youth. Of the people who are afflicted to this is the youth, and that research has been carried out by World Health Organization. So, at open discussions, youth are more willing to discuss mental health openly, breaking down long-standing stigmas. So, on the social platforms, there are many things about including healthcare and mental health awareness. There are many motivational speakers who are helping us to navigate through this hard life and other people. But on another side, if they are misused, they can also be the source of mental health disorder and so on. Access to resources. For improving healthcare, the youth have also many resources. They can also use some more apps, some softwares for improving their healthcare. There are apps that help people for meditating, for scheduling their time, for arranging their time properly. Those apps are available even on our smartphones. Supportive communities. So online platforms and social media groups provide supportive communities where young people can share their experiences and find encouragement. This is what I've been telling you, that on social media, even though you can face their threats, but you find they are the people who can keep you in comfort zone. You may be angry, the people who are with me make me angry, but when you reach the social medias, you may find there a comfort. You may find there a person post or a tweet about the person when you are sad, who said, God, even in your sadness, God is with you. When you go on social media and you find that post, we have the time to reflect on that post, and you may be released. This one of, it can be also, this a sample, this is an instance of where social media can be supportive in terms of improving your mental well-being. Sustainable living. Environmental sustainability is a significant concern of today's youth. They are adopting eco-friendly habits and supporting brands that prioritize sustainability. This trend reflects a broader shift towards responsible consumption and environmental stewardship. This point, we can easily understand that the youth of contemporary worlds, even though being open to the digital world, they also want to be eco-friendly. They are also eco-friendly. There's still need of nature, of going for places, going and visiting the village, and so on. And this can also improve their sustainable living. They want to need something which lasts long, and then the nature is also one of the main concerns. eco-friendly choice. We prefer products that are environmentally friendly, such as reusable items and sustainable fashions. I personally know a person, a people, they created WhatsApp groups only for nutrition, for saying if you eat this, you'll be like this, you'll be like this, you'll be like this, and sharing those awareness has totally improved their well-being. For example, there are people who are victims of obesity. Now they are losing weight because of that WhatsApp group. This is one of the merits of the usage of the digital world and youth trends. Activism and advocacy. Many young people are involved in environmental activism, advocating for policies and practices that protect the planet. Even in this, when you visit some handles, I'm mostly focusing on social media because we have seen that youth are more engaged in using social media. There are many activities of activism which are being carried out on those social media. For example, there are many feminism activism on the social media. There are human rights activism on social media. People promoting the political thoughts, and so on. So those advocacy, the activism and the advocacy can be counted among other things which are being encouraged by youth through their ways. For example, if the person has faced violence, we post a picture of that person and the people will take the action. We have plenty of examples of that. Conscious consumptions. There is a growing awareness of the environmental impacts of consumption, leading to more mindful and consumption habits. Yeah, we understand that even though there are many things which are harming the society, but there is also an antidote for some habits which are also destroying the society. Those antidotes are also promoted through their ways, their handles. Fashion and self-expression. Nowadays, youth, these are trends. These are trends. Youth, the way they express themselves, the way they choose, they adopt their dressing code is mostly influenced by it has a link with the digital world. For example, if we have seen on television, the musician has dressed like this, he will also be dressing like this. Which means that he has been influenced by what he has seen in that digital element. Personal style. Young people use fashion as a way to express their unique identities and personal stories. Influence of social media. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok are key venues for discovering and sharing fashion trends. Inclusivity in fashion. There is a push for more inclusive fashion that celebrates diversity in size, race, and gender. I hope those points are also recognizable. Diversity and inclusion. Before, one of the things that social media have promoted, youth, which are not found in youth, somehow, let me call it, I'm going to call it perfect, even though it may not be more accurately perfect, but it's perfect. Youths of nowadays are very inclusive. Before some years, before some generation, youth here would not befriend a person from Rusizi, from Urera, from Gasenye, from Huye, because of the relations, but now the youth no longer depend on that. We met from Uwara, you become my friend, you are a classmate. No need to hate you based on your origin, on your district. The youth is not open to that. That's why, even though it may sound political,